What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your love reading for February 2019. This is going to be perfect for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Now, I've already pulled the cards. I just want to jump right in. This month looks really interesting for a lot of you guys. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. A lot of you guys, I feel like, might be pregnant, getting pregnant, just finding out you're pregnant, something around pregnant. I feel there's a lot of new energy and new baby energy, it feels like, for me. So I don't know if this is something you've been trying to do, if it's something that you want to do, if it's something you're not wanting to do. Be very careful in the month of February because I think that the chances for some of you guys getting pregnant is very high. Now, you got the Moon card, which is very mysterious energy, right? This is Piscean energy. Really, for me, it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, can be any water sign, especially Cancer and Pisces. But it's a very unknown energy. And it's funny because in your general reading, I kind of picked up that there was this feeling of a lot of you guys feeling stuck in many ways. And for some of you it was money, but some of you it felt like it could be relationships too. And it feels like there's a stuck of, I don't know what's going to happen. Not necessarily that anything's wrong, but almost just having anxiety thinking about possible future outcomes, and just don't do that if you can help it. You guys also did get a Tower card in that pool. So, and it's funny because I said I feel like that's, this Tower is like a good one, not one that's like, fuck up your life. No, I feel like it's a good one. So, some of you guys, it feels like that's a baby. We're starting out with you guys having the Four of Pentacles, High Priestess, Page of Wands. Okay, so a lot of you guys are in this place where you're saving. You're trying to save. Again, I feel like it has to do with a baby. Some of you guys sitting next to this High Priestess. This High Priestess, you know, behind her she has a veil full of pomegranates, and pomegranates talks about fertility. Again, very much watery energy, right? Because the High Priestess is like a moon card. Again, Piscean energy. A lot of you guys might be dealing with the Pisces. Or you may be, this may be a message for you in particular if you are one of those Aquariuses that sits on the cusp of Pisces, right? But I just feel like in terms of this, you guys might be appearing a little bit shut off, which Aquarius, come on, you know, you guys can seem aloof for people sometimes. Just be very mindful if that's not the energy you're giving off, if that's not something you want to give off. But a lot of you guys, I do feel like there's work on the brain. And just like really building foundation household stuff on the brain, so that may be too kind of taking your mind away while you may be feeling a little distant or something to your lover. But yeah, some of you guys, I feel like you're finding out you're pregnant, right? A lot of feminine energy swirling right now. It's a really good time for you guys, actually, right? A lot of newness. Even with this Page of Wands. Page of Wands is always like a loyal friend to me, you know. Now you guys can be dealing with a fire sign person, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But also pages are young people. It can be, again, kids coming through. And with this Wands, as you can see, it's a very phallic-like object. So that could be a lot of sexual energy. A very passionate time this month in terms of your love relationship. But just really, for you guys, again, keeping in mind, making sure that you are being very present and staying in the present. Because with this Four of Pentacles, you may be reading off to your lover, the person that you're interested in, that you're not interested, or that you're irritated, or that, you know, there's something on your mind, and there may be. And some of you guys, again, I feel like it can have to do with your stability, your home life, your work, a new baby, you know, something like that. But just be mindful of that if that's not how you're trying to come off. Yeah, there's newness going on. Now, your partner, the person you're thinking about, they've got the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So again, they're definitely wanting. I think there's excitement or based around something, right? Because this Ace of Wands actually sits in your area of like what they want for the relationship, or like what they're excited about the relationship. And this is very much a new beginning, it being Ace, right? That's a number one. So the start of something new, inspiring, passionate, you know, it's really about action because it is one energy. So it's like you guys both want the same thing in terms of that. Now, I feel like you might be a little slower to warm up to the idea of like progressing a relationship, some of you guys. But at the end of the day, I feel like you still want it too, but you're still at a page of wands where they're like at an 8. So you're at the cusp of the situation and they're like at that, okay, let's do it. Now, I do feel like with this 7 of Wands card, this feels like strategy to me, especially it sitting next to the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like they are very much in a place where they are thinking about home, stability, again, how to move forward. Some of you guys may be moving together, joining your households. Some of you guys may be really in a place where you are thinking about what to do because you've got this new future ahead of you guys in terms of kids. It doesn't feel like a deceptive energy to me. Now, 7 of Swords can sometimes be like that deceptive cheat or liar or like even just avoiding things, avoiding responsibility. But as you can see, this 7 of Swords is actually running straight into the Queen of Pentacles. So it seems like there's a lot of strategizing going on in terms of your relationship. And I feel like in order for it to grow, whether this is someone that maybe you're just talking to lightweight and you guys are now, like wanting to take things to a more serious level, whether you are actually have been dating and like are thinking about family and marriage, that type of thing, or, whatever stage you're at, this just feels like it's really a time of forward movement. Now, I was saying in your general reading, Aquarius energy is very much a time of it's the energy of progress and moving forward and being very cutting edge and all of that. So again, don't be surprised if there's a lot of shifting going on in terms of your relationship and maybe like the things that you talk about, the things that you want, even like the status, because this is just, it's an energy of moving forward. Definitely you guys are putting a lot of thought into it, just differently. It seems like there's a little bit more worry in terms of, I don't know, I just feel like there's a little bit more fear with you guys, right? With the Aquarius. Now it can be flip-flopped, right? The energy can be, but yeah, I don't know. Some of you guys are dealing with earth signs. Some of you dealing with fire. Actually, everything's on the board: earth, air, fire, water. And some of you, the ones that are dealing with earth signs, it's a good possibility that they might be a little bit more apprehensive in terms of the finances, just because they want to make sure their security is straight. And especially because in the obstacles, they've got the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles is security, that comfort, that, he's very smart with his money. He's very smart with business. He's very loyal to the soil. He's very much about his family and like the security and well-being of the people that he's around, right? But this is in your obstacles. So again, there may be some like confusion or setback or obstacle in terms of how you want to move this relationship forward. I feel like this is very much a time where you guys are on the cusp of things. A lot of you guys are on the cusp, like, okay, which way are we gonna go exactly? And it's funny because I was talking about in the beginning that you guys had the Moon card, which is Piscean energy, and then the High Priestess, Piscean energy too. And like I was addressing that this might be, especially for some of you guys are on the cusp, and it just feels like very cuspy. Like it just feels like we're very borderline. Okay, like newness is coming and newness is about to start, right? But again, it just feels like there's some things that need to be put into place and into order in order for both parties to feel comfortable. Again, it can be having to do with like moving, finding a house, integrating, like if you have kids and they have kids, or like, your money wise, if money is a thing completely outside of your relationship, as we know, it affects the relationship, right? Like if you're up for a job or they're up for a job, there's, we're not sure if, they're going to move out here and do this or do this. Like if there's something with the comfortability and the security and just like the foundation of this relationship that you guys are really analyzing right now in order to move forward and make it work for both of you. Now, remember while you're doing that to continue to move forward in love. If you get stuck, just come from a loving place. It's going to be a month where you need to be very, emotionally intelligent, because I feel like there's a lot shifting, and for some of you, it's going to be very uncomfortable. With this moon energy, things, mysterious things happening in terms of just, life. Like life is progressing, and, sometimes things pop up and happen when you least expect it. So it's just really being about being able to ride that wave. And it's so funny that in your general reading, you guys pulled the camel card, and I was saying that too. It's like it's balancing fire and water, right? Um, and that's balancing basically like passion and emotion, creativity and emotion. It's really a time to just stay in that place, that loving place, very emotionally intelligent. Don't let yourself get too hot-headed and frustrated if you are feeling a little bit stuck. Don't over, like just take everything a day at a time, and don't worry. Like really, don't worry. Everything's fine. And then final outcome, you got that Knight of Pentacles. So this is a time of really building, right? This is a time of really planning, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So again, maybe there might be some frustration for some of you around things, feeling like things are moving a little bit slower than you'd like. Don't worry, because things are moving slow, but they're moving very solid, right? This knight is no dummy. He makes sure that things are in order before he gets on his horse and starts on a long ass journey. Like he's got more sense than that, right? Kind of like the camel. The camel will fill up with water, so they've got their resources. Very resourceful. And so this, in terms of like you guys' relationships feeling like it's on the cusp of something different, you guys are really in a place where you're like foundational building, right? And things are going to happen. They're going to progress forward. It might be a little bit slower. Stay positive, stay emotionally intelligent, and stay in, just keeping with your intuition and keeping cool. And actually, I think that's how things can actually start to move a little bit faster, just based on your energy of it all. Now, you guys got very soon. So it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Beautiful. So it's about really deciding what you want, having faith and knowing that you're going to get it. You are deserving and able to get it, and just letting it kind of come to you. So no energy of feeling so anxious. Everything is happening the way it should for a reason. Everything is beautiful. There's new beginnings coming to you, ones that you're passionate about, ones that are really inspiring. It's just a matter of, with all these pentacles, really foundation building and making sure that things, if like, let's say this is an ongoing relationship, things are more solid than ever before. If this is something new, things, you're really wanting to start on the right track, just like everything that have everything make sense, right? I feel like there's just like really a sense of like really wanting to do things the right way, whatever that means for everybody. So yeah, this is a good time for you, Aquarius. So I love you. Please let me know if it resonates. Let me know if you'd like a personal reading, and I will talk to you guys later. Happy birthday.